said, some people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you,
because I knew you,
I have been changed for good.
You see Secret Squirrel in the chat? Secret Squirrel is the Lord 2 moderator of moderators. She's Kurt's moderator, my moderator. This is one of the best moderators on the platform. If you can mod Secret Squirrel, she'll take care of everything.
All right, Secret McSquirrel. On Nate's endorsement, I hand over the power. So yeah, no, I would appreciate any help anybody could give me, since I'm way out of my depth here, and we've got almost 3,000 people watching us talk about headlines and Depp versus Heard, which is pretty cool.
Oh, look at that! I can add a moderator. Oh, squirrel. Oh, squirrel! I can add you as a moderator. Look at that soup. Yeah, Secret Squirrel. You're now a mod. Look at you go.
Secret McSquirrel goes to all of our channels. Okay.
Yes.
Is there like a team of Secret McSquirrels?
No, it's one. It's one.
One amazing squirrel.
Does she have minions? I think she has minions, because we've never seen Secret McSquirrel.
No,
like baby squirrels?
She just has multiple monitors up, and she watches all of us like we're her children.
She's got like a NASA setup, like
yeah. She's like in the Wizard of Oz or something, or NASA, like
Okay, all right. I was just wondering how the magic happened.
She'll send me these really cool notes, like I'll get a note like on Twitter, like please slow the chat down.
Yeah.
Or the one I just got, it's older than 10 months. I went and grabbed this from Discord. Oh.
What?
I have the evidence. Oh.
Secret McSquirrel's the best.
She's freaking awesome.
She is.
Uh-huh. And we're going to do this because Secret McSquirrel just gave us the goods on... Which one is it? That one.
Oh,
I feel like 20 minutes ago we were gonna watch the.
Oh no!
Arguments. What are you looking at? Oh, it's way too small for me. I cannot read.
Oh,
that.
Secret McSquirrel! Don't show the spicy pics I sent you.
Nope. Mike, I have a complaint because watching a lot of your videos, I got recommended a video uploaded by a Judge Jeffrey Middleton, and I have now lost 2 days watching hours of court cases. I also know more about that guy that was done for intimidating a witness on one of his live streams. So far, he's still in jail and kept phoning her from jail before the last hearing to stop her from testifying. That didn't go well.
No.
And Law Talk with Mike, I just subbed to his channel. It's quite addictive. It really is.
Aww.
We just found Law Talk with Mike's origin story.
So Deborah, now you can blame
Yes.
Secret. Now you can blame Secret McSquirrel. That's how we know each other.
Law Patrol. Secret McSquirrel is one of the mega mods that never sleeps.
Yes.
True. She is everywhere. And she is always enthusiastic and full of energy. I don't know how she does it. But she keeps LawTube running, basically. Law Patrol. Secret McSquirrel is one of the mega mods that never sleeps.
Yes.
True. She is everywhere. And she is always enthusiastic and full of energy. I don't know how she does it. But she keeps LawTube running, basically. Trufflehound said, McSquirrel minions. I volunteer as tribute. Just contact Secret McSquirrel about that. Maybe you can help. Because she is the best. Cindy Tom Adrian says, Secret McSquirrel, I volunteer as a minion for you. I already have a squirrel avatar. People are interested for sure.
That's cute.
From Lisa, Anna Ziers. Brentwood Chick says, we are McMinions of McSquirrel. I agree, man. That's true. We all are working for Secret McSquirrel. Trufflehound gives Australian $14.99. Motion in chat earlier to refer to McSquirrel supporters and fans as McMinions. I support this motion.
Secret McSquirrel.
Thank
you for doing this.
Secret.
Yeah, thank you. Always look forward to these streams. Wish I could afford more.
It's more than enough.
It's more
Everything
than enough.
that you do for everybody's streams is beyond. We should be paying you.
Seriously. So here's if you go Secret, put your Twitter in here.
Yeah.
I'll flag it up. Go to Secret's Twitter, and there's a link that you can go buy a coffee and stuff like that.
Yes.
It's like the buy a coffee thing for Secret, and to show your appreciation. I'll go do it too. And because you really, really are great, Secret. And so if you
everybody's streams from all the LawTubers to us to my morning coffee live streams with the crew, she does mods for everybody. It's really, really awesome work.
I appreciate all the mods. I just know that Secret is in here all the time, just like at all. Secret's the one I see at all of them. So I don't want to downgrade what everyone's doing. But if you want to show Secret some love, go to Twitter and buy a coffee or two.
Yeah.
Secret McSquirrel? No, really? Wow. Apparently, Secret McSquirrel died. I'm heartbroken. I don't know how to respond to this. Secret McSquirrel, for those of you who don't know, has been a longtime moderator of not only this channel, but pretty much all of LawTube. I'm not quite sure exactly how it happened, but somehow, some way, Secret McSquirrel basically became chief moderator
for basically everybody. I'm not exactly sure how it occurred, but she warmed her way into our hearts. She was incredibly kind, supportive, thoughtful. She was a very positive voice. She was someone who supported the channel and someone who made me better. She was a source of strength and support for the channel. She was a constant support for all of us, and me in particular. She always was there with kind words and support, always wanting to show love and concern. When I was having bad days, she would reach out to me. When I was having really bad days, she would reach out to those that consider themselves my friends so that they would be aware and that I could feel a little extra support on those days when I was feeling particularly down. She was a constant support for the programming of the channel and helped to guide the channel, and obviously showed a lot of love to me and so many other people who knew her. And her passing today was very difficult for me for most of the day, and still is difficult, to be honest.
And to understand that everyone is sort of dealing with the news in various ways, and that might not look the same way that someone else might process grief. So I saw beautifully, I saw that Rob had made a special dedication to her with some woodworking, and he put that in his setup behind him. Something that someone had brought up to me on Twitter through DMs was about Christmas time when Secret McSquirrel had posted about someone helping her to put lights up because it was too physically difficult for her, but she had wanted to do that because it was a special thing about the birth and the death of her daughter, who had died, I think on New Year's Day. So blue Christmas lights were like a big thing for her. I don't have blue Christmas lights, unfortunately, but I decided at least for a little bit of time, you guys can see behind me, I have some Christmas lights that are up behind me. It's just sort of my own personal sort of nod to Secret McSquirrel, and to sort of thank her for everything that she's done for the community, and to, I hope that she's in a better place. Obviously she's without pain now. But whatever beliefs people have about the afterlife, I believe that there is one. I hope that she's, doing well. She's reunited with her daughter, and her mother, I think, also had passed away, in recent years, I think. So anyway, so that was just, I don't know how long I'll keep them up there. Maybe for just a little bit, maybe for a long time, but I just, I wanted to do something that was kind of letting her know on some plane of the universe or multiverse that I'm thinking of her and that we're all thinking of her.
I'm sorry to hear about Secret Squirrel if that is the case. I only saw that in the chat right now. She was cool and was very, very cool to the channel. So I will say that I'm sorry to hear that. That's what I will say on that.
The LawTube community, which is not, it's just a loose association. I don't necessarily love that term. Did lose an avid viewer and a really fantastic person who organized the moderators for a number of the folks in this space's shows. And unfortunately that did occur. I don't particularly handle death well. I'll tell you honestly, I lost my father when I was 11. So that's not particularly a topic I enjoy discussing, but Secret McSquirrel was very, very helpful to me early on. And I appreciate the work that she did. And, like I said on Twitter, and if you follow me over on Twitter, the most fond memory was when she got mad at me because I wasn't telling her when I was going live so she could promote out the page. So Very much a member of the community that will be missed. I just am really bad about talking about the subject, but to anyone who's in mourning, I have the utmost, or at least I would like to express the utmost compassion.
How are you doing? Thanks for joining me.
All right, kind of a little down at the moment, but you'll go into it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So we should talk. There's people talking about this already in the side, and we've got a very, very sad announcement that we didn't envisage having to make today, unfortunately, which is that Secret McSquirrel, that's obviously her pseudonym, has passed away. She was a mod for me, for Eric, for many YouTubers, and she was so helpful in putting our stuff out there on Twitter and supporting us and being very just lovely. And we all tried to rally around her and do what we could. We've just found out, unfortunately, she passed away. Eric, would you have anything to add to that?
Sad. I'm going to miss her, obviously.
Yeah. I think we all will. We tried to raise some money recently on both of our channels and other people's channels, and all of that to help her out, because we imagined, and I think she did as well, that she'd be with us for some time yet. She was quite a private person, of course. But yeah,
she's been fighting cancer for a while. But that's
right.
But she's very private, and never knew the details, and it's one of those where I don't know. I know she has birds that she loves. We raised some money for her. Hopefully that can go to caring for the birds, or perhaps funeral expenses, or something. It's just it's heartbreaking. That's all.
Yeah, it's an absolute horrible bit of news. And sorry everybody to start on that. Just in case anyone's wondering, that Secret McSquirrel, may she rest in peace, because she was just such a joy to have in the chat.
Kind of going to start on a little somber note here. So. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago that we kind of commented on helping out with Secret McSquirrel, our favorite squirrel in the house, around, she was getting treated for cancer, apparently had cancer for quite a while, and was working through that. But she, continued to be a champion for, as I commented on Twitter, all of kind of LawTube, right? Not just Hogue, but Ian and the group, and has been a big boon for us here at BigCast, and really helped out behind the scenes, and just a genuinely good person. And I am made me very sad this week to hear the news that she had passed. For me, I didn't realize it was that serious. I'm sure other people who had talked to her longer kind of understood or knew that. But it is, as I said on Twitter, it's condolences go out to the family and friends. One of her good friends DM'd me and let me know, and kind of I talked to them briefly about it. And, I don't really know what else to say. I'm not very good in these instances, but it's, I said online, it's a reminder to live well and don't take anything for granted. We've had that same conversation with Hogue recently, right? About what he's gone through. So I just want to give a shout out to her, anyone who was friends with her, or knew her and kind of engaged with her. On the Season Gaming side, we have the Just Giving link at the top. It's pinned if you want to help with the funeral expenses with the family and friends to kind of take care of things. So if you can do that, that's obviously appreciated. Anyone on the Hogue side of the house, as we're live here, if you are a moderator, you can pull that link off of the SG side. If you could pin it up on the Hogue side. Funny enough, I don't think me, Travis, or Dan are moderators on Hogue side. We got to give them crap about that. But if
I'm not moderators on this side.
Well, that's for good reason. But but if you can put it up on Hogue side, that would be appreciated. So that's about all I'll say on that, guys. I don't know if you want to add anything. Up to you.
Yeah, I mean, I DM'd with her a little bit, just because, you get on Twitter and normally it's just full of just
vitriol.
Sludge. It's terrible, right? I mean, and then every once in a while you get somebody like her who, out of just the kindness of her heart and just promotes everything and just is always super positive and is, always, it's always consistently good, and you don't see that a lot. So I had no idea about the cancer. I didn't know anything about it. I knew she was sick. I knew she had been to the hospital a few times. So I also got I think that DM from that person, and it was after I found out from you guys, and I talked to him a little bit, and it's just, it sucks, man, because it's when you see somebody do stuff like that, it just kind of warms your heart a little bit, and I honestly don't even know what to say anymore.
When someone passes, there's a gut reaction to everyone to go out and say all kinds of stuff. I've been cautious about that because there's complexity to all of this. I loved what Squirrel did for my channel. I think she was my second subscriber. I love what she did for me personally on a human level. Just checking in, pushing, encouraging, all the good things. And I'm sorry if I'm upsetting anybody else, but these are things that I think need to be said. Whenever someone passes, there are those that pretend that the relationship was perfect. That's a defense mechanism that they have because they're not capable of processing in the moment the things that are going on. But there's always those regrets and things that you wish you said, things you wish you talked about, things you wish you had answers to. And you will. You're going to have those feelings. Everyone's allowed to have those feelings. Everyone is allowed to have those feelings. It's completely natural.
But she will always be in my heart. And I think all of you understand that. I think all of you who knew her or had an exchange with her at some point knew that she was a good human. And she brought everyone together and made many communities what they are. And I will always be grateful to her and what she's done for YouTube. It's funny, I used to call her the magical secret squirrel. That's before I even knew that she actually was in a magic show, which was kind of funny. Anyway, I should probably stop. I just...
You're fine. Ellen was closer to Secret than I was. She talked to her many times a day, either text or actual conversations, and they'd grown very close. You can measure a person's legacy by the ripples of impact that they had. It's okay to have secondhand grief, or be a middle person, or be overwhelmed. And I am not a terribly emotional person.
He's not.
I was raised, big boys don't cry, because, my father, and I see the logic in it, I needed to be able to develop the ability to keep my emotions in check at those most critical times, to keep my wits about me, to be able to think and develop strategies or whatever. But, maybe I'm just getting old and mellowing or whatever, but Secret's death is painful. The adage Paul wrote, death, where's thy victory? Where's thy sting? Well, we're not there yet. Death still has a sting. And Secret's demise was just way too early, way too quick. And we will miss her, personally, professionally, and practically. She was just a joy and encouragement in our lives. And so that's one thing we wanted this channel to be, was to embody those things. And Secret was a perfect example of it and moderator for it.
I have no idea how people do this. So to Squirrel, a good friend, best mod, I hope you're with your daughter. And then wherever you are, there's birds there. Sorry, folks. Secret was very giving with her happiness. and very private with her sadness. And so we sort of got overtaken. And I didn't realize, looking back at, our chats, that she was basically saying, I don't think I'm going to make it, about a week ago. And I was like, and I didn't see it. I actually thought she was, depressed, and I was trying to cheer her up. And she was just like, what she was telling me
was factual.
Yeah. My health is worse than I'm telling anybody.
Yeah.
And like, because I thought, if she was at that place that we'd have heard more about it. But no, she just, she never wanted the people she loved in her life to worry about her or to, so that made it a bit more sudden and a bit more shocking. But I mean, it just tells us a lot about who she was and what she, who she cared for and how she cared for people. And so she was somebody really special. And I mean, I met her just because like the Johnny Depp streaming, and I went from like nobody showing up. Like I did a couple of live streams before that, and they were live streams to like 50 people, 300 people. And I went from that to live streams of like, suddenly I was going on and it's like 5,000 people in a live stream.
Yeah.
And there was just this voice in the chat. It was actually two people, Against the Tide, who's here, and Secret McSquirrel, who are basically going, you are drowning, like,
we've got
me in, coach.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm drowning. And I'm just like, wrench, hope for the best, because maybe these are crazy people who are just going to start, banning half my chat or whatever. And no, they were just absolutely the most like giving, caring people. And not only that, but just, you get to know them. And she was on, like, we played Stars Without Number. And I really wanted to play more of that with her. We just, it didn't get to happen. And
that's hard. I know.
Yep.
You always think there's more time. And it's one of the things that has struck me with the way too much loss in my life is that it really reorients how you want to spend your time, and what you spend your time on and how you spend it. And that sometimes is a gift, even though it's hard.
Be open on an open field just outside of Hardytown, and there is a bunch of people there. There is a lot of common folks there. A lot of adventurers have gathered, and it is here that we see a stage with kind of a podium at the front, and a little cat climbs up on top of the podium to speak to everybody. And you see that there's a very large construction with kind of this cloth over it. And so the cat steps up and goes and taps on what would be just kind of a makeshift auxiliary microphone, analog microphone, that just projects his voice out magically. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed citizens of Hardytown, we gather here today in memory of a dear friend and a valiant ally who has journeyed into the great beyond. Yes, we speak of our beloved Squirrel. And so, in honor of our dear departed friend, we find it befitting to commemorate her memory and her dedication to the foundation itself of Hardytown. We have decided that Hardytown will henceforth carry the legacy of our beloved friend. We shall rename our home Squirrel Town, a tribute to a friend who might have been small in size, but mighty in spirit. We'd now like to reveal the memorial to our... Wait, pull the curtain. Pull the curtain. Dennis, pull the curtain. What did you do? Dennis, there are thousands of people watching. Wait,
Dennis.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Okay. We'd now like to reveal the memorial to our friend. This will forever be in the center of Squirrel Town. Thank you very much, everyone.
Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. Like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you,
Because I knew you.
because I knew you, I have been changed for good.